Being unemployed is actually amazing. I cannot believe how much freedom and discovery of new things I'm coming across. Low-key, it's super underrated, and I want to talk about it today. Thanks for being here. My name is Daniel Sage. You know, in our lives, we stay busy, and in this busyness, we avoid things, emotions, difficult things. We avoid reflecting because it's uncomfortable. So it's easier to stay working. But when you're unemployed, the day just passes. And you go about your day. And for me, I'm liable to slip into some vices. You know, craving for watching YouTube all day or eating chocolate all day. There's a definite danger there, and I'll definitely want to talk about the downsides of being unemployed. But being unemployed, you get to press the pause button on whatever it is you were doing and reflect. Was I actually wanting to do that? Was I actually passionate about doing that? Am I actually on track to be where I want to be? Or was I wasting my time making $20 an hour, working for someone else and making them rich? Am I really happy? These are really deep questions to consider when you're unemployed before you make your next move. Because you know you're going to make your next move. You know, none of us ever stay completely unemployed forever, usually. Unless there's some lazy people who can find a way to make that happen. But for me, I am self-employed, but I'm actually on a huge break. I'm taking kind of a hiatus for a couple months because it's the slower season for me. It's winter time, and I'm just really enjoying settling in to being unemployed and reflecting and taking it slow, having a winter if it's winter time, when you're watching this. These are underrated things that recharge us for our next move. Maybe you want to do a meditation retreat. Maybe you want to take up a new hobby. There's so many amazing things you could get yourself into. And if you were unemployed, you never would have gone down that road. So being unemployed is amazing. Perk up, because this is your life. And do you really want to work every day of your life? Every week of your life? When it comes down to it, I thought about that and I said to myself, no. I do want to have periods of unemployment. Maybe you're able to actually get paid. Your country wants to support you during your period of unemployment. You can apply for benefits. Maybe you're able to get more welfare now. And maybe you just have been going so long that you need a break. I know that I burned out myself. I used to drive semi-trucks. Now I'm a writer. But I think that we go through periods of time where we just need nothing. We need to do just a bit of nothing. And can that be okay? Can you still love the version of yourself that wants to do nothing? That doesn't get anything productive accomplished for that day? I find that I'm bouncing back up the next day with new ideas. Because I allow stillness to envelop a whole day, amazing new miracles arise. New ideas, adventures, trips I want to go on. All this stuff's arise from stillness. Maybe you take a moment and just call a friend. It can be amazing to be unemployed. I'm just walking around right now at 1 p.m. and living my best life. Okay, it's kind of cold. The wind kicked up. Sorry about the wind. I'm out here in New Mexico, a very unemployed kind of state. So it's incredible. It's incredible. Don't dismiss the underrated life stage of being unemployed. This is simply getting you to something better. This is always getting you to something that is more fully in line with what you came here meant to do, to be your greatest self. Know that you can go get a job at any time. We live in a world of abundance. It's a myth that society villainizes, the unemployed, makes people out to be lazy. Just because you're undergoing a period of stillness, and might I add, most people are afraid to do this, to be unemployed. They get nervous. They think, oh my God, I will run out of money eventually. What if you just let it be? You are more supported by your loved ones and community than you think. Even if you think you have no friends, there are people out there who care about you, who will not let you suffer if things get really hard. The main thing is to use this time as an opportunity to explore different ideas and options for what you want to do next. Ultimately, don't you want to make more per hour? And the way we do that is not continuing down the same path of trading our time for low wages. In order to build something else, we go through a period of unemployment where the new thing we're doing isn't really making much money, but we think and we prospect that one day it will. One day it will. I know that for you, that you will get to where you want to be. You will reach your goals. There is ultimately no one stopping you but you. And being unemployed is an exciting moment. For a moment, you let yourself become unprogrammed. And like a fish out of water, at first, you squirm. It can get uncomfortable. But if you stick with it, and if you ride out this period of figuring out everything out, reassessing your passions, asking yourself the deep, the difficult, hard questions, if you can make it through this with some clarity and direction about what your next moves are, then you'll look back and say, that was the turning point of my life. One of the best things I ever did was get fired, was quit. And I'm a better person because the universe handed me that hand of cards. Because situations evolved into what seemingly looked like a bad thing, I turned it around and made it a good thing. You have the ability to do that. You are a powerful alchemist that can shapeshift any situation to your will and desire to fulfill your greatest wishes. Being unemployed is not a bad thing. Being unemployed is a very good thing because you're free. You just lost this vehicle, this container of how you were making money, but you gained a lot of freedom and all this time. And what is the most valuable thing that you have in this life? Time. We're all here for a limited amount. You don't get any of it back. Will you now make it count even more? Will you dredge up the strength to be who you want to be? This is the question. Do not discount yourself just because you're unemployed. This is an exciting time to value yourself more than ever. To buy yourself nice groceries that make you feel like you have more energy. To work hard at something that may not pay out now, but may pay out huge in the end. Starting a YouTube channel. Excellent idea, 2025. Doing poetry for a living like I do. Whip out a typewriter, write some poems on demand for people. My poetry book is down below. Do something below the video. Thank you so much for your support. And you can go in any direction. You don't have to get a normal job. Especially if you live in a rural area. There's not that many jobs there anyway. People are doing different stuff to get by. Working side gigs, starting their own businesses, going remote. These are all incredible options. I think that ultimately anything you set your mind to, you can accomplish. And like I said earlier, there's no one stopping you but you. And let it be exciting. Reach out to all your friends and rekindle your social life. Life is so much more than work. In fact, all the best things in life are free. Love, the important time we share with other people that we love. There's so many things to do today that not necessarily are related to work. Look within. Just sit there. If you can't meditate, just sit there. Stare at the wall for a while. I know that sounds crazy, but by letting yourself be unprogrammed, you are unwinding your mind, evolving, and so much more is happening than you think. Maybe you want to go back to school, but ultimately you gotta not get down, and if you find that you're getting in a rut, maybe you try to stay busy. Maybe you get out and volunteer. Help some people that are less fortunate than you are. You create new connections with them, other people that way, and then it all comes back to you tenfold. That's what I've come to learn. Anything you give out, you get back. So believe in abundance like that. There's no need to worry. And go get a job where you're tree trimming all day like that guy. Or driving DoorDash like that lady. You don't need to do that. Resist the urge to stay busy. Resist the urge to stay busy. We sometimes get uncomfortable when there is a period, a lull of nothing. But can you just sit with that discomfort? I love you so much. I hope you have an awesome day. Thank you so much for being here on my channel. Hope this helped you. Do something under the video. Thanks.